we started with the thought, what would the future look like? When we were thinking about it, we realized that for many people, including us, the future would have robots, and machines, and steel, less of nature, less organic. And we didn't like that. We're not going for the look, but more for the feel. We are about beauty and about warmest touch. And so we want people to feel at home. We want people to feel welcome. We want people to feel relaxed. And we want to engage all the five senses. And so this was the creation. Hi, I'm Dr. Hayden Kho, and we're here at the Belo Nexa. Well, Nexa, it was not very hard to think of a name. We chose Nexa because, Nexa, next level. Second, it sounds very futuristic. It represents the nexus of everything that we stand for, about beauty, wellness, design, arts. Our vision in Bellow is to make the Philippines the hub or the nexus of medical aesthetics in Asia. So the first time we sat with Budji and Marc Go, we imagined what the future would look like, what a center for medical aesthetics would look like. Of course, we imagined there'd be robots and automations and AI and all that stuff, but also a lot of steel, a lot of coldness. So challenge was, how do we make it warm even though it's futuristic?
Belo Nexa is something different. We were given the challenge of proposing something ahead above the rest. Hi, I am architect Marc Go. I am the principal architect of Studio BDJ and also the head architect of the Bellow projects. The brief of Hayden was to help him reimagine what modernity is. And the challenge lies in the balance of all of these characteristics. We were balancing wood, we were balancing stone, glass, and steel. And we had to interpret it, the materials, in a way that is new, that is interesting, that is creative as well.
When you look at the Belo Nexa, you will see elements that are very organic, or at least something that reminds you of nature. This gravel and this wood. And then you look at the elements of the design, you see corals and pearls. And you look at the reception, it's one big block of smooth stone. That's not from the future. It reminds you of warmth, or makes you feel warm.
We came out with something that is uniquely Bellow. It is something that is modern, something that pushes technology. At the same time, it is warm, it is homey, it feels very upscale, yet very personal as well.
The artworks here are what makes the space different. I'm Budji Layug, a designer. For me, design, depending on each project, has to be able to achieve a certain modernity. Something that you will never get tired of, something that lasts, that's timeless.
By collaborating with Budji, I learned a lot of things, especially when it comes to space planning.
When it regards to design, he likes something that is new all the time, something that excites him. And in that, we commissioned Kenneth Go to create a mobile, and this is how it came out.
This Bellverse installation by Kenneth Kho Jr. I think is genius. Every single circle, every single object, they have different sizes, they have different weights. But the question is, how does it balance? And how is their harmony? and that's a challenge. And I think it represents what we do here in Bellow. That movement represents what we do here. We keep moving, we keep looking for the best, we keep searching for what's possible.
Working with Bello, they always seek to push the envelope, whether it be beauty standards, trends, and also design.
I've been to many places all over the world looking at in the clinic design. I see that the design is dictating the processes, but I think it should be the other way around. We design the process first. We start with the customer, with the patient. What experience do we want them to have? Of course, we want it to be easy. We want it to be convenient. We want it to be seamless. So we think about all those things, and then we created a space for that. And then after that, we put in all the materials, the colors, etc., etc. And when it comes to Nexa, we did not really settle for ordinary. We really look for things that are really very novel.
Dexterton is one of the pioneers in the industry. With that in mind, anything that I look for, I first go to Dexterton to see the latest materials.
The nice thing about Dexterton is its wide range of materials, from tiles to fixtures to many other things that enhances the space, enhances the functionality as well as the design aesthetic.
I particularly like the bathroom fixtures from Color, the black ones. It really added luxury to the whole space. I would say they're a surprise.
The artworks all around are all cohesive to make a unified theme. Together with the materials that we use, like the flooring and all the fixtures that we have, to blend with the totality of the design.
And it is where we're able to express ourselves. It also represents what Bello aspires to be, what Bello is, and what Bello wants to achieve moving forward.
It is basically our contribution to medical tourism in the Philippines. We want them to realize that there's something amazing here in the Philippines, that we're really one of the best in the whole of Asia, if not the world.
Belo Nexa is modern. Belo Nexa is innovative. Belo Nexa is the future.
Something exciting, something that will inspire them to come and beautify not only themselves, but the lives of people around them as well.
People say that, Bellow, or what we do here, is vanity. I think there's a difference between wanting to be confident and being vain. We want people to be appreciated for who they are. We want people to be seen. We don't want them to be bullied. That's what we do. We want to boost the confidence of people. We want them to like themselves so that they can be more a gift to those people around them.